the theft of 2 valuable volumes, 4 suspicious suspects, a visit to an old friend along the banks of the Missouri River. Match wits with Rob McCool, as well as Ron McCoy, to see if you can solve this Madcap mystery. Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries, an RM production. Starring Ron McCoy as Rob McCool. Tonight's episode, The Case of the Stolen Volumes.
I have arrived at the banks of the Missouri River to have a meeting with a former student and current friend. His name is Lane Nichols. He has some interesting information to share with me. These 2 bridges are referred to as the Liberty Bend Bridges, and Lane Nichols, who works in the office of State Senator Josh Hawley, asked me to meet him. So, I'm here to discuss the River War robbery, the thievery that took place involving that book. I'm looking for my old friend who has clues. Ah, yes, I see him now. He's over there in that pavilion waiting at a picnic table. I have a feeling he has all kinds of interesting information to share with me. Hi, Lane. How are you doing?
Hi, Mr. McCool. Thank you for meeting me here.
Of course, Lane, but isn't this a strange place to meet?
For what I want to discuss with you, it is the perfect place to meet.
Earlier this same day, I had been returning from a trip to the Ross store in Independence, Missouri, when I received Lane's call. And now, here I am, walking along the Missouri River near those Liberty Bend bridges. It is a very scenic location.
So, Mr. McCool, are you still working on that project that you told me about in October? You know, your book writing project involving American history, from 1900 to 1950.
Yes, it's a fascinating period. It features especially World War II, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and Winston Churchill.
The reason I asked is because a book written by Winston Churchill was stolen from the library of a man named Mike Livingston 3 nights ago. The River War, it was called. Mr. Livingston is a military historian who collects Churchill items. He says it was valuable.
2 volumes, dark blue, and a gilded riverboat illustration on the cover, along with the author's signature?
Yes.
Whew, that's very rare and worth several $1,000s according to Langsworth's guidebook. Tell me more.
Mike Livingston has a large study on the ground floor. Quite a room, high shelves, ceiling beams. The thief forced entry at 10 p.m. through a window by smashing the glass and breaking in. A chair by the window was overturned, and the flower bed outside was trampled. Some muddy marks were left on the hardwood floor, but no distinguishable prints. No fingerprints either. He grabbed the book and left as he came. Mr. Livingston discovered the theft the next morning.
No one heard the glass break?
No. Mr. Livingston lives alone and was out at a Churchill dinner in Independence.
Ah, yes. The society was celebrating the great man's birthday. I was too busy to go. Any leads?
Only one, really. The book was kept on a shelf in one of Mr. Livingston's bookcases. Not obvious. Nothing else was taken. Whoever took it must have known where to find it. Other than Mike Livingston himself, only 3 people knew this. Peter Warren, a rival Churchill collector, viewed Mike Livingston's collection 2 years ago.
Oh yes, I know Peter Warren well. We worked together at Worlds of Fun, the amusement park, from 1980 until 1986.
Okay, and Sir McCool, you're older than you look. Anyway, there is also Craig Niehaus, a book dealer in Platte City. He helped Mr. Livingston make an inventory of his collection several months ago.
And I also know Craig Niehaus. He and I worked at Worlds of Fun together from 1983 to 1986.
That's just so interesting, Mr. McCool. Anyway, Mike Livingston had a research assistant named Roberta Durbin. She left his employment shortly after the inventory was finished. So, to answer your question, there are 3 suspects, other than Mr. Livingston. Peter Warren, Craig Niehaus, and Roberta Durbin.
Does Peter Warren have an alibi? And if so, what is it?
Mr. Warren does have an alibi. He says that he attended the same dinner as Mike Livingston. He arrived late, just as the crowd was going to dinner, and sat at a table near the exit. Mr. Livingston doesn't remember seeing him, but it was a crowded event, and they didn't look for each other. Mr. Warren tried to buy the River War volumes when he visited Mr. Livingston and got very angry when Mr. Livingston turned him down. They haven't spoken since.
Lane, that's very interesting. I have a lot of information to think about. I want to hear more about this situation. Will you still be over here near the pavilion in about 30 minutes?
Yes. I am expecting a call from my wonderful boss, Josh Hawley. That will take at least 30 minutes. So, yes, I'll still be here.
Great. I'll be back by then. So, whom do you believe stole the book, The River War Robbery? Be thinking about that, and in the meantime, be sure to click on like, subscribe, and on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload a new video. And now back to Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries. So, 3 suspects in the robbery, the pirating of the River War. We have Peter Warren, we have Craig Niehaus, and we have Roberta Durbin. And it's also possible that Mike Livingston stole his own book. Who could have done it? It's been about 30 minutes. I'd better get back to Lane Nichols.
Hi, Mr. McCool. Welcome back.
Thank you, Lane. Now, you've told me about the problems between Mike Livingston and Peter Warren. But what about those other 2 suspects?
Craig Niehaus says he was home that evening, watching TV with his wife. He said that a cable news channel was doing a report on a tomato festival in Wisconsin when he dozed off shortly before 11 o'clock. Roberta Durbin says that she was in the library stacks of William Jewell College, working on her doctoral thesis on why there are so many behavior problems in public schools. No witnesses, though, because she was in one of those private booths reserved for PhD students.
Why did she leave Mike Livingston's employ?
She would only say that they parted on bad terms. Mr. Livingston said that she was unreliable.
Why did Mike Livingston have an inventory done anyway?
He said he needed to update his insurance. The insurance investigator has found no evidence of fraud, though.
Well, thank you, Lane. I've heard enough, and I've enjoyed this visit. I've also determined who it was who stole the River War book.
Do tell, Mr. McCool. I am dying to know. So, Mr. McCool, how do you know that it was Craig Niehaus who stole the River War volumes?
Well, it's like this. The dinner celebrating Winston Churchill's birthday would have been on or around November 30. But the weather in the Midwest on or around November 30 or into early December is way too cold and wintry for a celebration of a tomato festival. So there couldn't have been anything like that on TV. So Craig Niehaus was lying, so he must have stolen those volumes.
Your brilliance knows no bounds, Mr. McCool. Thank you. We will need to plan a trip to your favorite eating place, pizza shop, to celebrate.
That sounds like a plan, Lane. In the meantime, continue doing great things for Josh Hawley, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. This Madcap mystery is solved, but be sure to join me in the next episode of Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries. A devious smuggler involving anaconda skins, a trek to Kansas City International Airport, on the trail for the case of the smuggled snake skins. Yes, it's the next episode of Rob McCool's Madcap Mysteries.